Hi creators, welcome back to the Zen Studio channel. Today I wanted to jump on here quickly and talk to you about AEO. AEO is something that I've been learning more and more about over the last couple of weeks and something that I'm diving in deeper as we're moving into this era of more AI searches. And I wanted to talk to you about this today so that you don't get left behind in your wellness business. So what is AEO? AEO stands for Answer Engine Optimization. It is similar to SEO if you like to make that comparison. Whereas SEO has to do with search engine optimization, AEO has to do with answer engine optimization, which loosely translates to how are people finding you, your business, and everything that has to do about your branded business through LLMs, through large language models, through ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, etc. And I find this extremely important to talk about, especially now, especially in our industry where things are sort of slow to adapt. And there is a real opportunity for us women in wellness to really take advantage of this because not a lot of people are really looking at this. If you look online, all you'll find is big SaaS companies talking about this. You'll find big tech talking about this, but you'll certainly not find wellness businesses talking about this or even smaller businesses at that. And like I said, this is a really big opportunity for us. Think back 5-10 years ago when people were telling you about SEO and everybody seemed to dismiss it, to think that this is just not something that they really need to deal with. This is not really something that applies to their business necessarily, or this is just something that they can do later. How many businesses have you known that have started at the same time as you that maybe have put a little bit of thought behind their SEO and that are now far ahead from where you are? Does that mean that they have better skills? Probably not. But what it does mean is that they took the time to take advantage of a tool that was at their disposal. It's the same thing with AEO. I want to talk to you about this because you have a real opportunity to not only rank higher in search results. This is not really about ranking, but if your potential leads are searching on ChatGPT or they're searching on Claude, Gemini, whatever, if they're looking for your services and the AI recommends your business, chances are that that customer will go check out your website, they will go take a look at your brand, and they will start the customer journey there. I know that in the wellness world, a lot of you girls are not even really taking a look at your analytics. But if you do take a look at your analytics, I can guarantee you that at least one or two results have come from these large language models. And what does that tell you? That tells you that your copy is working in your favor. That tells you that you are talking about topics that people are looking for. And that tells you that, again, there is a real opportunity for you to grow in this space. Take a look at your analytics and put in the comments below if you have noticed any sort of traffic coming from AI. If you're using Google Analytics, which most of you probably are, it will be a little column that says AI Assistant. What this AI Assistant metric measures is all of the traffic that comes from either ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and all of the other LLMs that are out there. So take a look at that and put in the comments below if you've had any traffic coming from it. And this became a topic of interest, especially in our business here at Zen, when we noticed that a lot of our traffic was actually coming from these LLMs. This is back in 2024, 2025. We've noticed that more and more people were coming specifically from ChatGPT. Not only that, when I'm getting on calls with potential clients, I always ask them, hey, how did you find out about us? A big majority of them will tell me that they found us on ChatGPT, which is incredible because that means that you have yet another chance to be put in front of your client when your competitors are not doing anything about it. This is really important, and not just in perspective of your competition, but the wellness market is getting more and more crowded every single day. Last year, I made a video that said that the wellness market is reaching $7 trillion as an industry as a whole, and you can only imagine how much farther it will go. Even look around you. How many more wellness businesses have appeared since you started? Ask yourself, where are all these people going? Well, the majority of them, and I know because I work with them, the majority of them are bringing their businesses online. So how do you stand out beyond your brand, beyond your website, beyond everything else? How can you really compete with all of these other people? Well, AEO could be a tool that could be used in your business as well. And the reason why I find this important is because I've seen it work even with new businesses. We have a client that hasn't even opened their doors yet, but we did launch their website sometime last year. It's been about 6 months, and I can already see traffic that is coming to their website from ChatGPT, from these AI assistants. And that tells us that their copy is really working. Now, I've advised these clients to get a blog because this is, again, a really good opportunity and they can really make a difference in their industry. And this is exactly what I'm telling you too. So, how can you take advantage of this AEO? Well, the best way to take advantage of AEO is to start a blog and is to start writing. And I know many of you will ask me, well, a blog in 2026, are people even still reading blogs? And the truth is, probably people are not, but they are using tools like the LLMs that I just mentioned, and they're using these tools to find what they are looking for. And the LLMs will read your blog. So this is why it's important to have it there. Don't think about it as if, you're just writing for the bots or whatever it may be. These bots, they serve as an entry point for your customer. They'll start there. That's where they'll start their customer journey. And once they have found out more about you, because ChatGPT recommended you to them, then they'll navigate to your website, then they'll read your blogs, then they'll check out your services page, etc., etc. Now they're in your ecosystem. But if you don't even show up, well, how is anyone going to find you? And now statistics are telling us that about 37% of people begin their searches with AI. That doesn't sound like the majority. Of course, it's not. But as history has taught us, if you are an early adapter of these technologies, you are more likely to be in the lead. So this is why right now it's imperative that you start a blog, that you put more thought into your written content, because, something like a story or a video that you post on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever it may be. The problem with these sort of mediums is that, yes, they're very engaging and they have a lot of reach right now, but at the same time, they only have a limited shelf life, right? So you post the video, people may watch it for another week, 2 weeks, maybe if you're lucky. But in most cases, those short form videos, they will disappear, they will get buried, and you have to constantly feed the machine. Well, with blogging, it doesn't work like that, because blogs, they stay there, they help your domain build authority, and people will be pointed to that information for years and years and years to come. And I think this is especially important if you have a very unique expertise that only you know about, or if you have a signature program that you have developed, because you can give customers an insight into your world. You can metaphorically open the door and let them into your world, so that they can more deeply understand what it is that you do and how you do it and how you can help them transform their lives. There is a lot more that goes into it. There is a method to all of this madness. There are key things that you have to do in order to be successful with this new endeavor. And if you want me to talk more in depth about that, please put a comment below and I'll make sure to make another video. I'm still learning myself. Like I said, this is new, but it is something that you should really be taking a look at if you haven't so already. I really hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm Vanessa from Zehn, and thank you so much for watching.